In today's video, I will show you how to install the brand new Android 16 on almost any compatible smartphone using a brand new method. I recommend trying this on your spare device instead of your primary device. We will be using the DSU site loader to run Android 16 GSI with Google applications as a guest OS alongside your current Android system. By the time of making this video, Android 16 is in beta and is officially available only for Pixel devices. But what about the users with other devices who want to try it right now? But thanks to Google and the DSU method, you can install and run Android 16 on any smartphone that supports this feature. The DSU was introduced with Android 11. If your device shipped with Android 13 or later, there's about 80% chance that this feature works for you. However, certain manufacturers like Samsung may disable this feature. Before proceeding, ensure your device meets these requirements. Now make sure your device has unlocked bootloader. Now for this demonstration, I will be using my spare Nothing Phone 3A, which already has unlocked bootloader. You can search Google for instructions on unlocking the bootloader for your specific Android device. Next up, your device must have shipped with Android 13 or higher. Also, reserve at least 20 GB of storage space. And lastly, your device must support dynamic partitions. To check if your device supports dynamic partitions, download and install the Treble Info application from the link in the description. Then open the app and check the details section for your Treble and vendor status. To make sure dynamic partitions are enabled. If all requirements are met, there's 80% chance your device can run Android 16 or higher. Now for those who don't know about DSU, let me explain. The DSU or Dynamic System Updates, it allows you to load a GSI with core Google applications into a separate partition, creating a dual boot scenario. Now this ensures that your actual Android system remains untouched, letting you experiment with Android 16 risk-free. Now let's move on to installing Android 16. Now first, ensure your device is connected to a fast Wi-Fi network. Then go ahead and download DSU site loader and Termux applications from GitHub and install it. Next, head over to this URL and download the Android 16 GSI zip file. At the time of recording this video, Android 16 is in beta. Now go ahead and download the version labeled as ARM64 plus GMS. Now once the zip file is downloaded, open DSU site loader and configure storage. Now create a folder inside your internal storage to be used as application storage. Next, go to the installation field and import the GSI zip file that we just downloaded. Now enable the user data size option and enter a value in gigabytes. Now make sure it doesn't exceed 40 GB. Then click the install button to start the process. Now the GSI preparation is complete. You will need ADB tools to proceed with the installation. Now click on C commands in DSU loader. If you have a computer with ADB or fastboot commands installed, connect your device via USB, enable USB debugging in developer options, and run this ADB command on your computer. If you don't have a computer, you can use Termux to work with ADB. Open Termux and run these following commands to set up storage and meters. Then update Termux and run this command to install ADB and fastboot tools. Next, on your smartphone, head over to the settings, go to About page, and tap on the build number 7 times to activate the developer settings. Now go to the developer options and look for wireless debugging. Now make sure you have connected to your Wi-Fi network before enabling this feature. Then enable wireless debugging. You will see an IP address with port number. Now go ahead and enable split screen mode for Termux and settings. Now click on Pair Device with Pairing Code. Now using this IP address and port number and Wi-Fi pairing code, we can pair the current device with ADB. Now inside Termux, type ADB, pair, followed by your IP address, port number and the Wi-Fi pairing code. Now as you can see, it has successfully paired. It's time to connect to the ADB shell using this IP address and port number. In Termux, type ADB, connect, followed by your IP address and port number. And that's it. I'm gonna quit the split screen mode. Now inside Termux, if I type ADB devices, it will list out the connected devices. Then type this command to enter into Android shell mode. Now go ahead and copy this command and paste it here and press enter. Now the installation of Android 16 will start in the background and load it into the dynamic partition. You can monitor the progress in the notifications bar and wait until it's complete. If you encounter a DSU installation error, try again a few times. If the issues persist, make sure your device meets the requirements or consider exploring the custom ROMs. After that, a persistent notification will appear with two options, restart and discard. Do not tap on the discard as it will delete the Android 16 files. Instead, tap restart to boot into Android 16 from the dynamic partition, leaving your current Android system unaffected. Now once the device boots, navigate to the settings to confirm the Android version. Now keep in mind that this is the GSI and may not be fully optimized for your specific Android device. Now as you can see, this is the brand new redesigned user interface. It looks fantastic. Now certain functionalities such as phone calls and messaging may not work, making it unsuitable for daily usage. However, features like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, system gestures, audio and video playback should function properly. Now as you can see, the Play Store works and you can download and install any application. Now compared to the traditional DSU method, you can see the internal storage is more than 8 GB. To switch back to your stock Android system, use the persistent notification and tap Restart. Now this makes switching between Android 16 and your current system seamless and hassle-free. And that's pretty much it. This is how you properly install Android 16 on any compatible smartphone. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. This has been KS Royal. I will see you in the next one.